Judy, what sign are you? What sign are you?
Oh, Virgo.
Virgo, right. Don't allow personal worries to interfere with your work today. Your romantic problems have a habit of sorting themselves out.
Oh, if only.
Judy?
Sagittarius.
Oh, you're the same as me. A voice from the past may well upset your equilibrium today. Those in authority will seem to pick on you. You may be irritated, but do not be blind to your...
Have you completed the late payers list yet?
No, Betty.
Well, do please get on, dear. You're the only one.
Yes, Betty. You'll never guess whose birthday it is today.
Mickey Rourke. Oh, don't I fancy him? Did you see him in that film with Bob Hoskins? Oh, I went with Terry. Terry got really jealous. It was so funny. Did I show you those photographs of me and Terry at our engagement party down Stringer's?
Yes.
Oh, right. It's only 12 o'clock. I'm just off down the ladies, right? My mousse hasn't set properly. Oh, dear.
Hello? Mr. Morton, yes. We haven't quite finished yet. Well, you know what the girls are like. Yes, Mr. Morton. As soon as possible. Thank you, sir. Whatever am I going to do with that wretch of a girl, Linda? She is such a scatterbrain. Of course, what she needs is a nanny. Good heavens!
Body, how do you do? But who? Well, I've come in answer to your advertisement. Advertisement? The girl needs a nanny, you said. Well, so here I am. Well, let's get on with it, shall we? Hustle, bustle. Time doesn't grow on trees, you know.
Well, it's about Linda.
Linda, eh? Doesn't eat a custard.
No, not exactly.
Doesn't brush her teeth.
No, that's not it at all.
Refuses to tidy her bedroom.
No, it's just that she's lazy.
Lazy. Lazy Linda. Where is she?
Well, here she comes now, on her way back from the bathroom. She spends a lot of time in there doing her nails and her makeup. The rest of the time she spends gossiping. I mean, what she does well, I grant her that. She's a very bright girl. I think that's half the problem, really. She gets bored.
Bored? No such word. Are you firm with her?
Well, I don't like to nag her. I mean, that wouldn't do any good. She thinks of me as a sort of school teacher. Besides which, I've got 5 other girls to supervise and my own job to do. I can't possibly run after her all day.
That young lady would be a lot more cheerful if she bustled.
Yes. Well, if you'll excuse me, I must go and see if the late payers list is completed.
I'll come with you.
No, I don't think that's such a good idea.
She won't be able to see me or hear me.
Well, are you sure?
What a strange nursery. Such exciting toys.
Linda, have you finished?
Not yet, Betty.
Well, why not? All the other girls have. How far have you got?
Well, if the other girls were to give me a hand, I could be finished in 5 minutes.
Oh, well, I suppose...
No. She must finish her work herself.
But it's nearly lunchtime.
What?
Nothing, dear. Nothing.
Just make her do it herself.
The others have all got their own work to do. You can go when you're finished.
But Terry's waiting.
Well, he'll just have to wait, won't he?
Well, he'll just have to wait, won't he?
But I promised him I'd be off at 12:30.
You can go as soon as you have finished.
You can go as soon as you've finished.
All right. All right.
Well, that's only temporary, of course. She'll whiz through her work and be finished before you can say Jack Robinson. Or before you can say Jack Robinson a few hundred times, anyway.
I don't want to keep treating her like a child, but she's just so lazy.
Ah, it is you who are lazy, Betty Sargent.
Me?
Yes. Lazy or timid. Now, have you had a real heart-to-heart with her?
Well, I have told her to hurry up, yes.
No. A heart-to-heart. Tell her how unhappy her behaviour is making you.
Well, surely she must know.
Well, obviously she doesn't. So, all change, new broom, clean sweep.
Well, I don't like to.
But nobody likes to, but managers have to. You must be frank and firm. Well, you must always be firm. You must always strive to be firm, because firmness is all.
Well, I'm sorry, but this is not a Victorian nursery. I don't want to treat my employees like naughty school children. Besides, I treat her exactly the same way as I treat all the other girls, and they do their work just fine.
But everyone is different, and that's my rule. Those girls are human beings. I mean, what sort of manager would you be if all you had to do was switch on a few machines? You must do more than that. You must manage 6 separate individuals. So, hustle bustle, let's get on with it, shall we?
But I'm too busy.
Too busy? No one is too busy to do their job, else what are they busy doing? Does it take more time to be firm, or to explain to your manager why the work isn't being done?
Yes, you're right.
I'm always right. It's one of my most endearing qualities, you'll find. So, you'll talk to her.
Yes.
And be firm.
Yes.
Kind but firm, and that's the ticket. Praise where possible and enlist that girl's pride.
Finished!
Oh, good. Off you go, then.
No, we must check it first.
Oh, yes, good idea. We will. Let's have a look, then, Linda.
I said I could go for lunch.
Well, you can, but I'd like to check it first. I must say you were splendidly quick.
Well, this is under 90 days.
Yes.
And this one is over 90 days.
Excellent. These are very good. Now, why couldn't you have done this earlier?
I had a paper jam and then my nail broke.
Excuses. Now, we're not at home to excuses.
Now, we're not at home to... The others seemed to manage it, didn't they? I expect you'll be wanting your lunch, won't you? Now, hustle bustle.
Hustle what?
Hustle bustle, Linda.
Right. Now, after lunch, you start a new regime with that young lady.
I do?
You do. You must make it clear to her that she must finish her work allocation on her own and on schedule. You must be firm and insistent. Stick to your guns.
Stick to my guns.
Yes, in fact, I've got a little rule about that. If you sugar the pill...
They work with a will.
Oh, you knew it. Well, she'll soon find out that laziness has its own punishment and diligence its own reward. Congratulate her on a job well done, though. I mean, praise pays.
Praise pays.
Well, of course it does. I mean, after all, a little flattery is the butter on the toast.
But will it work?
Of course it will work. I never fail. That's one of my least endearing qualities. But first, the heart-to-heart. All out in the open.
They're coming back from lunch.
Then call her in.
Linda!
Courage, Betty Sargent.
Take a seat, Linda.
Now, it's time you and I had a little talk, Linda.
Now, it's time you and I had a little talk, Linda.
What about?
About you.
About you, Linda, and your work.
Well, it just won't do, you know, and you're not too old to be spanked.
Is anything the matter, Linda?
What do you mean?
Well, it's just that you're one of the brightest girls in the office. Your typing is fast and accurate, but you don't seem to get through as much work as anyone else.
Now, wait. Let her own up.
I had a paper jam.
Well, the others have paper jams too. You see, if the others see you getting through less work than them, they wonder why they're bothering, don't they?
But I can't.
Can't is a word we never use.
Can't what, Linda?
I don't know.
You see, this is an efficient department. People respect us, but not if we hand in our work late. And time again, you've let us down. You've let yourself down.
so boring.
Well, not every job, surely.
All the ones you've given me.
Well, that's because the other girls finish their routine jobs first.
Oh.
So, what are we going to do about it? We can't go on like this.
Well, if it was more interesting.
All right. If you can promise me that you'll try and do your work more quickly, I'll see if I can find more interesting things for you to do. What about that?
Yeah, that's great.
Right then, back to work. I'd like you to take out some credit references for me on some potential clients. I believe you did it rather well last time. And the other girls in the office don't seem to understand the lists we get.
Well, it takes some getting used to, that's all.
Very well then.
And remember, Linda, I shall be watching you like a hawk.
And remember, Linda, I shall be watching you like a lynx.
Yes, Mrs. Sargent.
Remember, Linda, like a lynx.
Hawk was better, I think.
I preferred lynx.
Well, I must be off now, so hustle bustle.
Oh, must you go?
Yes, you don't need me anymore. Just remember, be firm, fair, and friendly. Oh, and if you ever get worried or depressed, there's a little something you should learn. Working works and shirking hurts, but work is hurt when shirking works.
But that's impossible.
Why?
Well, I'll never learn something like that.
Oh, of course you could with a little practice. Goodbye.
Working works and shirking hurts, but work is hurt when shirking works. That's it. That's it. I got it exactly right. Nanny! Nanny, I got it exactly right. Oh, what a shame she didn't hear it. Got it exactly right. I said, worky shirtsy fartsy. Working shirts, work your shirts. Something like that.
Linda is a difficult case, but the rules for dealing with her are good rules for everyone. Talk over her behaviour in a frank, firm and friendly way.
You see, this is an efficient department. People respect us, but not if we hand in our work late. And time again, you've let us down. You've let yourself down.
Make her meet performance standards.
The others have all got their own work to do. You can go when you're finished.
Praise her good work.
Back to work. I'd like you to take out some credit references for me on some potential clients. I believe you did it rather well last time.
Reward her improvement.
All right. If you can promise me that you'll try and do your work more quickly, I'll see if I can find more interesting things for you to do. What about that?
Yeah, that's great.